Welcome to Batam City, a city full of dynamic activities for its citizens, and a strategic place for micro, small, and medium enterprises, also known as SMEs in the real art. Small business owners play a crucial role in driving local economic growth, creating jobs, and improving community welfare. At Batam State Polytechnic, the CDIO framework Conceive, Design, Implement, Operate is applied to develop students' abilities in creating practical solutions for industry challenges. Conceive involves ideation and initial project planning. Students identify problems and propose solutions. Design focuses on developing technical designs and project models. Students use design tools to create detailed specifications. Implement. At this stage, students will begin executing and developing prototypes. Students build and test prototypes to ensure component functionality. Operate. Manage and run the completed project. Students ensure the product functions well. Through the CDIO approach, students are trained to design, develop, and implement projects that benefit the community.
On this occasion, with the CDIO program, now we enter the Conceive stage. A team of students from Batam State Polytechnic begins their journey in a learning project. The students focus on improving production efficiency in the SMEs sector in Batam.
Introducing Mrs. Deno Iswanti, a micro-entrepreneur in Batam. She runs a banana chips production business as her main source of income. This visit aims to identify the challenges she is currently facing.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Deno Iswanti. Nama produk saya Diswa Snack. Usaha saya kurang lebih udah 10 tahun. Dulu awalnya tahun 2012, saya itu buka catering PT. Cuman karena kontraknya udah habis, jadi otomatis harus putar kan. Jadi usaha pertama adalah bikin peyek. Jadi pagi bikin, nanti sore dikelilingin. Dari rumah ke rumah gitu. Harga kemasan 5.000. Paling jeda berangkatnya jam 4 sore, nanti jam 5 udah pulang. Itu udah dapat 100-200 ribu lah. Proses pembuatan keripik pisang, pertama kalau saya biasanya itu pesen pisangnya dari pasar, terus sama pedagangnya diantar ke rumah. Di siap itu dipotelin, pisang itu dipotelin dulu, dipisah satu-satu gitu, baru dikupas, siap dikupas dicuci, siap dicuci dipotong. Tapi waktu kita potong, ini kompor udah kita hidupin. Jadi potong sambil panasin minyak, siap motong, tirisin, terus langsung digoreng. Langsung goreng, sambil goreng kita potong lagi. Yang untuk berikutnya, siap itu kan ditirisin. Tirisin, kalau udah siap digoreng semua, pertama digoreng ori dulu. Terus sambil kita rebus air gula. Selama 15 menit lah, bikin air gulanya. Nanti dicampur ke tepung kanji 1 sendok aja. Biarin dingin air gula. Keripik pisang yang ori tadi kalau udah siap, nanti disiram pakai air gula. Untuk proses penggorengan yang kedua. Terus siram air gula, dikocok-kocok, tirisin, digoreng lagi. Sampai warnanya kuning keemasan. Siap itu ditirisin, biarin agak dingin, baru dibungkus. Sampai habis. Terus siap itu baru dipasarin. Kendalanya biasanya di pemotong sih. Kendalanya memang itu pun udah berapa kali ganti pemotong. Iya, istilahnya kurang maksimal kan, harusnya kan pakai yang mesin kan. Jadi biar cepet. Kalau untuk kupas apa bisa manual biasa. Jadi kan lebih cepat proses produksi kan. Soalnya biasanya satu hari itu nggak bikin cuman keripik aja. Kadang ada yang minta keripik tempe, ada yang minta peyek gitu kan. Kayak hari ini kan ada yang minta keripik pisang, peyek, keripik tempe juga. Kadang kembang goyang juga. Jadi pisang itu dikupas malam. Jadi pagi tinggal potong-potong-potong langsung goreng. Kayak yang proses barusan. Harapan saya kan pengen nambah varian juga. Kayak keripik talas, keripik singkong gitu kan. Jadi lebih mempercepat proses produksi lah. Kalau cuman keripik pisang aja kadang kan orang ada bosennya nih. Nah pasti kita harus bikin apa lagi ya. Dari satu mesin itu. Jadi satu mesin itu bisa berguna untuk keripik pisang, keripik tempe, terus keripik singkong, keripik talas.
The students move on to the design stage. Batam State Polytechnic discusses materials and problems for banana slicing machine project, joined by Singapore Polytechnic, which also uses the CDIO framework. Through an online meeting, Batam State Polytechnic team shares the information about what they already gathered from Miss Deno sites. Both teams discuss the challenges that faced by Miss Deno. The students from Singapore Polytechnic is finally come to visit. They are warmly welcomed by the team from Batam. Both teams are ready to move forward with the next steps in the collaborative project, bringing the spirit of cooperation for mutual advancement. The Singapore Polytechnic team finally arrives at Batam and begins working together to plan the project in detail. Students from various departments work together to contribute their expertise, starting with the selection of the right motor by the mechanical engineering team. Business analysis presented by management students, to the documentation plan adapted by multimedia students.
Okay, my role, since I'm majoring in mechanical engineering, my main role is to figure out the mechanical parts needed to be used in the banana slicing machine, like the blade, the housing for the blade, the way you feed the banana in, and how structurally sound the whole machine is, and how safe it is for the stakeholder also.
So I've been studying mechanical engineering for 3 years in Singapore Polytechnic right now. So I've been through all the courses like AutoCAD courses, Inventor courses, or like SolidWorks. So for SolidWorks, you can use it for the CAD drawings, like a draft, or all my designs, or the slicer machines, or the type of like conveyor belts type of machines. Can also throughout our course we have been done it like material course and everything. So you can know about all the material, all the components, all the characteristics about the materials we can use in the machines.
Okay, so stakeholder is having a business, SME. So but her process is only using manual labor, which is very inefficient in terms of production. So we hope that building this machine will help upscale the production to a much greater height, so that it allows her business to get more profits and scale it up higher to have more supply to our clients.
So this banana slicers, we started this idea of creating this banana slicer due to the problem of the lady who have problem with banana slicing process, like as her hands hurt over time. So for this slicer, it's not just used for those household purposes. You can also upgrade it to a industrial level, like industry automations, all the machines included. So it's not just used for like those household. We can just upgrade it and use for further purposes, like other fruits, not just banana. So you can use for everywhere I think.
Of course, I hope that they can deliver the solution to the stakeholder in a particular village in Batam. And I hope that they also learn how to solve problem, and they have been taught how to solve problem with a particular framework known as a CDIO. So at this point in time, they are now into the conceive stage and moving on to the design stage. Now, at the end of the session, I hope that they can use their domain knowledge to solve social problems. So they will learn how the technical knowledge that they gain in schools will impact on society.
Ya, harapannya nanti dari rekan-rekan mahasiswa bisa mengerjakan proyek yang memang problemnya dari lapangan, dari apa yang dirasakan oleh industri, meskipun industri kecil. Nah, itu nanti mahasiswa bisa ya merasakan dan menyelesaikan di problem real, bisa menyelesaikan problem terutama di stakeholder maupun di user atau pengguna.
Business management students is now having a chance to talk directly with Ms. Deno. The team discussed further about business development and production costs.
Harapan utama proyek kami ini sendiri adalah untuk meningkatkan kualitas produk, meningkatkan efisiensi produk, serta membuat posisi UMKM produk Budeno sendiri di pasar lokal. Untuk brand image sendiri, kami berencana menciptakan slogan yang mempresentasikan nilai produk itu sendiri, yaitu renyah alami cita rasa tradisi, di mana itu menggambarkan produk Ibu Deno sendiri. Dia itu dibuat secara tradisional dan juga tanpa pewarna buatan.
Oke, pendekatan manajemen biaya ini dapat membantu Budeno dalam mengidentifikasi biaya-biaya yang tidak efisien. Nah, dengan adanya alat mesin pemotong pisang ini dapat membuat proses produksi lebih efisien dan juga dapat mengurangi biaya tenaga kerja. Jadi setelah we calculate itu kami menemukan COGS-nya itu sekitar 55.000 dan harga jual untuk Budeno sendiri untuk 1 kilogram itu seharga 80.000, itu dijual kepada reseller. Nah, jadi keuntungannya itu sekitar 24-an ribuan dan kemudian untuk presentasi keuntungannya itu sekitar 45% begitu.
The mechanical and electrical students from Poly Batam gather again to proceed with the next design process. The team starts searching for the required components for the banana slicing machine through e-commerce, ensuring all parts are obtained efficiently and accurately. A discussion on technical specification is carried out meticulously. The design is created using software to optimize the machine's performance.
Pertama, rentan mengalami ketidakseragaman pemotongan karena dilakukan secara manual, dan beda halnya menggunakan mesin pemotong karena pemotongan akan lebih seragam. Dan yang kedua, seringnya mengalami luka sayatan pada tangan karena masih menggunakan pemotongan secara manual. Untuk alat yang dibutuhkan adalah mesin pemotong untuk membantu pelaku UMKM ini agar dapat lebih cepat dan pemotongan lebih efisien.
Untuk spesifikasi dari mesin ini sendiri, sebagai komponen utamanya itu kami menggunakan motor AC 1 fasa. Kenapa kami menggunakan motor AC 1 fasa? Karena motor AC 1 fasa ini dikenal dengan torsi yang kuat dengan daya pun yang cukup rendah. Kami memikirkan dari kos biaya yang akan ditanggung ibu itu sendiri, jadi kami berusaha untuk meminimalisir dari daya yang akan digunakan.
Ukuran mesin ini saya mempertimbangkan dari segi mobilitas, keamanan, ukuran dimensi utamanya sesuai dengan kebutuhan UMKM. Lalu untuk bentuk jenis desainnya tersendiri, kami rencana akan membentuk lebih sederhana karena sekali lagi mempertimbangkan dari segi kenyamanannya. Jadi kami tidak melihat estetikanya, tapi yang penting fungsionalnya saja.
The team has reached the final design stage, continuing in-depth discussions and presenting the completed design in detail, preparing the entire design for the fabrication and assembly phase.
Now we enter the implement stage. The fabrication is focusing on creating the machine stand by taking the design from Batam Stand Polytechnic students. The worker began with full caution, wearing personal protective equipment and work according to the design. Finally, the students from Singapore Polytechnic have the opportunity to return at Batam City, bringing with them the main machine they fabricated in their country. And we're ready to pair the main slicer with the machine stand made by Batam State Polytechnic students. Now, the team has arrived at Batam State Polytechnic. All the students are actively working on the machine. The students carefully pairing the machine slicer with the machine stand to ensure everything fits perfectly. The banana slicer is already done. Students secures it on the vehicle and ready to deliver at Mrs. Denot production sites. Now we're entering the operate stage on CDIO method. The team finally arrives at Mrs. Denot production house, where their banana chips are produced. The students begin installing the machine. They focus on each step to ensure that the installation of the slicer with the stand is done properly. Operating the banana slicer revealed a notable challenge and a valuable lessons. Knowing that the strength of the slicer was not quite sufficient to slice through the hard raw bananas typically used by Mrs. Denot, and it's also struggled to produce thin slices even for the ripe bananas.
I'm glad that at least the mechanism worked well. Okay, so it works well. Yeah, and yep. However, I think it's not strong enough. Okay, so it shows the importance of knowing the context of the user, how they use it, and the type of material that they use. So for them, the raw banana is really very hard. So we find that such design need further improvement. Okay, so in any product design process, it's always an iteration. First time now you don't get it, then you learn from it, and then we further improve on the design. So learning point is that our cutting blade has to be stronger, and that may have an impact on other parameters. Okay, so we will continue further development from here. Hi, today we are here to deliver this project to the household. Now this is done by the students from Singapore Polytechnic as well as Batam Polytechnic. And I think this is a very unique program because we have a lot of student exchange program, mainly from the perspective of the cultural and social aspect. But to really engage the student to come together to use the domain knowledge to solve problems for real world problems, I think this is really very unique indeed. So this device over here is to slice the banana into slices to make chips. So I must say that there's a lot of learning and further improvement on these solutions. But I think from the learning perspective, the student learned a lot. So most important is to get the problem right in the first place. Otherwise, we will have a lot of problems along the way. So this is a very good learning point, and I'm glad the students together with their international counterparts able to cope well.
Ya, oke. Saya kira tadi sudah berjalan ya. Jadi mulai dari kita awal proses conceive, desain, implement, nah sekarang hari ini operate. Nah meskipun banyak kendala, ini menjadi pembelajaran bagi mahasiswa maupun dosen ya terkait dengan ini. Nah ternyata tadi kita sudah dicoba di tempat stakeholder, ternyata ada beberapa masalah terkait dengan ketebalan dari pisangnya ya setelah dipotong, kemudian ketajaman dan lain-lain. Itu menjadi lesson learn bagi kita semua, jadi kita bisa improve ke depannya, kemudian komunikasi lagi dengan stakeholder. Nah saya kira ini menjadi pelajaran yang bagus bagi mahasiswa yang terlibat di dalam proyek ini.
So now as far as transnational collaboration is concerned, I think this is very good because it leverage on the resources of both institutions, and I would encourage the industry partner to come along as well, because with the inclusion of industry partner, the academia as well as the student, I think that will make learning very vibrant. So I hope that such a unique program can continue. Students will have an authentic learning experience, and staff would also have an authentic teaching as well. And hopefully their effort will benefit more people in the industry.
Okay, please try a different pose. 1, 2, 3.